You know, give people a little time. Give people a little time to get in.
To get in there.
To get on up in there. Let them get on up. Mm-hmm. Here, you want to set up a stress? Go ahead and run that for us. Get some people some time to get up in here. I see, that's dope. That's dope. We got a little mini commercials for them now, Mom.
Commercials?
Yeah, we got a little commercial. We got mini commercials. I think that's dope, though.
Mm-mm.
Is it down? What's going on? We good? It's in my album. We got Eagles Don't Follow Pigeons on there. Mm-hmm. No, actually, it's not on there. It's on the other one. So that's how you know I done did too much music so far, Mom. I'ma keep calm, no, I won't start cussing. I'll delete y'all and all I ain't bluffing. Not the weak one that you can be touching. You can't stress me. No, it ain't nothing.
You gonna take the stress and anxiety banner off, or you gonna leave that up?
Say that again.
Stress and anxiety banner, is that gonna stay?
No, I can take it down. Which I was just gonna ask Debbie, how do I get rid of the banner? Do I just click it again? I just click it again, right? Yeah, so I'll be able to take it down.
There you go. I see you.
Another one like the other one. I just give you two shits.
Okay, so you didn't give me no options.
I ain't gonna worry, I'm gonna check until I come across it. They been dealing with that difference is the problem face to face. Hold on for impact. Okay, yes, I click on the display it. I wonder where is it gonna show up. So we got one person in here. No, I won't start pressing.
Now what email I use?
Oh wow, uh-oh. Can't stress me, no, it ain't nothing. Can't stress me, no. Can't stress me, no, it ain't nothing. Can't stress me, no, it ain't nothing. Hey, Mom, so she said Instagram. Let's go ahead and put that up there. Look. Oh.
What now?
That's dope. That's dope. You feel me? Y'all made it. I love you guys too, sister.
Right.
But it gotta be kind of love. That ain't quite me.
I can see the chat too.
Mom is low on here. I can't really hear her that good.
I'm low.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to get my microphone.
Okay, there you go. Okay, say something now, Mom.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't stress me out.
What you drinking?
Just some juice. Nah, keep it cool. I'll take me a shot of something after the show. You know what I mean? Take me a good shot after the show. All right, baby, you want to knock that down so me and Mom can get started. Okay. So welcome back to another chat with Philly Black. But this is, of course, the Philly Black and MzAwnee segment where we talk about, certain stuff. She is a professional therapist type of deal. So, we're here and everything, and we're just going to try to give you all a different aspect or a different outlook on certain subjects. We did a poll recently or whatnot, you know, and stress and anxiety was the one that came out on top. So this is the conversation that we're going to run with today. Okay. For a second, Mom, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself again, and I'll toss your business card up there while you introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Ani Mitchell. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I have an office in Lodi. I work out of there. I serve, all of San Joaquin, and really all of California. As far as insurance, I do accept health plan of San Joaquin. And so that's what I do.
Okay,
Help people.
okay. That's what's up. You feel me? And of course, I am, you feel me, Philly Black. Go by Philly Black 209. You know what I mean? Got to make the distinction there. You know, I just recently doing music. So I'm trying to get myself into this. I would say I'm an artist. I am a music artist. And I'm, you know, just trying to work my way up the ladder. You know what I mean? And I would just hope y'all, you know, with me along for the ride. So let's get to our stress and anxiety is what we're talking about today. The conversation today is stress and anxiety. Mom, do you have anything you want to say as far as stress and anxiety to start us off?
Well, I guess at first I was kind of surprised that everyone chose stress and anxiety over
Me too.
the other topics. But then again, when I thought about it a little bit further, I was thinking that this is what I'm seeing in my practice as well. So I guess it's kind of indicative of what's happening. It just seems like a lot of our people are stressed out, and their anxiety is triggered, and I'm happy to try to be of some help to relieve some of that.
Right. Type of deal, yeah. And I just want to say also, I was shocked that stress and anxiety was chose, especially what depression in relationships. You know what I'm saying? I would have thought that any of them would have came up before stress and anxiety
Me.
because you know a lot of people don't like to let you know that they're stressed. You know what I mean? That they're stressed out, or a lot of people don't want you to know that they have anxiety. You know what I mean? That's like some of the main things that people hide. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's almost pointless for you to hide them things, you feel me? Because everybody have it, believe it or not. You know what I mean? It's something natural of us. And I mean, I'm pretty sure a majority of us, if I cannot say if not all of us, you know what I mean, experience these two aspects, stress and anxiety, throughout your day on a day-to-day basis. You know, so um I mean, I think it's kind of cool though. You know, I would like to say or feel like I'm not nowhere near an expert on stress and anxiety, but I think it's an interesting conversation for us to have, and you know what I mean, and for us to all sit back and kind of conversate about. You feel me? I actually think it's a true one. It's a subject that needs to be had, or it's a subject that needs to be talked about.
I
Type of
agree.
deal. Type of deal. Okay, so this is, let me see. This is how we're gonna do this. So we got, of course, we want people, you know, to try to add questions and stuff. If you have any questions, or if you have anything you want to say or ask any questions or something like that, you know, feel free to leave it in the comment section. You know, I can try to pin it up top so we all can see it. You know what I mean? Type of deal. Just, you know, work with me. If you have anything to say, feel free to put it in the comments. Okay. So we'll start off the questions. We have a few questions just to start it off and get it going. You know what I mean? And the first question would be,
how do you know if you are suffering from stress or anxiety?
how do you know that you are suffering from stress and or anxiety? Type of deal. So you can be struggling from both of them, just one, or whatever, however it goes. But go ahead, Mom. I'll let you start because I've been thinking about it all day since I knew this was a topic we was going to be doing. I've kind of been going over mines, you feel me, all day or whatever. So I'll go ahead and let you start off first, and then I'll add what I came up to my agreement on how I feel about it.
All right, so I'm going to come at it from a clinical standpoint since we don't have specific questions, by our viewers just yet. So, as far as knowing that you are suffering from stress or anxiety, it's basically just an uncomfortable feeling that you feel like you can't shake. It's feelings of restlessness, kind of being wound up, on edge, not able to relax, because you have so many things on your mind. Um, Usually that's how we know that we are stressed out and our anxiety is heightened or triggered.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So Philly Black, how do you know that you're stressed?
Well, the way the way that I look at it, when you're stressed out about something, you're worried about something. You get what I'm saying? That's just you being worried. You know what I mean? Stress is pretty much is just another word for worry type of deal, and anxiety is another word for scared, fear, or something of the sort. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like if I feel like I'm worried about something, me personally, I don't like the feeling of I don't like being stressed. I don't like feeling anxiety and stuff like that. So my main objective or what I try to do, you know what I mean? So let's say I'm stressed or something. Let's say I'm worried about something. 9 times out of 10, I know really like focusing on that worry is only going to make it worse. So I try to figure out what I have to do. I try to figure out what I have to do to fix that, and I just leave it there. You get what I'm saying? I just make sure I try to go towards working on fixing whatever it was that I was worried about. So, but I don't sit there and I don't dwell on it or whatever. I know what I must do. I know what needs to be done. So I just go from there because I don't like to feel stressed. I don't like to worry about it. So I just come up with the solution and I stop worrying about it. I let the solution work itself out. That way I don't have to keep thinking about it and keep stressing off of the situation. If I feel too worried about something, I'm sorry, I'll say this and then I'll let you go. If I feel too worried about something, I'll just like delete it from myself altogether. I just won't care no more. You know what I mean? It'll just be like, you know what? I don't even care. So the fact that I feel like I don't even care no more, there's no reason for me to stress off of it if I don't
That's
care.
it. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's just how my mind operates.
So, what you said is funny because that exactly what you do is what I try to get my clients to do. You
Mhm.
know, it's hard, to start a new habit when you've been handling things a certain way for so long. So sometimes it takes a lot of time actually to get them to buy into it.
Mhm.
Um, but what you just said is exactly what we should be doing, during those times. And
Right.
then most of the time we're fearing something that hasn't even happened yet. So
Mhm.
we're like wasting, precious time and energy on something that may or may not happen. And we
Right.
really should deal with it whenever it comes.
Type of deal. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So you might as well just prepare yourself for when it comes. Don't you know what I mean? Like I was telling baby or whatever the other day. It's you know knowing something is going to happen. Like before, when I was younger, whatever, and my dad used to be like, oh, when I get off work, you finna get a whooping. You get what I'm saying? Knowing that the whooping is coming and it's not there yet, I have to wait on this whooping now. You get what I'm saying? That is causing me to stress out or be anxiety about the situation because I know whenever he gets home, I'm fit to get a whooping or whatever. Now, 9 times out of 10, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just scared me for half of a day. You know what I'm saying? but thinking about what I did wrong and why I was finna get this whooping, that never even came to me. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like it's torture, you know what I mean, to know of something ahead of you and you can't do anything to change it. You get what I'm saying? That's where the whole problem comes in at. If you feel like it's inevitable, you can't change it, then at the end of the day, why help the situation and sit there and worry and stress off of it? You know what's coming or whatever. Just do what you're gonna do until it gets there. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna make it worse. You know what I mean? It's gonna make it worse for you.
It's hard to wait on a whooping though, but
man, it's real hard to wait on a whooping.
That's what we should do.
Man. Look, I just want to put this up there real quick. Look.
Yeah. Right. So okay, so Chocolate One asked, when dealing with stress and anxiety, what if it's your kids that's doing it?
Because she wants to scream and yell. Okay, I'll start off with this one because I deal with this all the time. You know, it's crazy, but they're kids,
right?
They're kids. Like, I mean, it's like what can you do about that, really? You know what I'm saying? You can only just try to approach it the best way you can. You know what I mean? And, I mean, they just gonna be hard-headed and all this shit any goddamn way. I mean, shit, it seems like screaming or whatever helps you through the situation, but it's not recommended to do that, because you hurt their confidence and all of this other stuff. You feel me? Screaming and yelling at them, you feel me, is really damaging. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I realized that probably less than 24 hours ago. I kid you not. You know what I mean? Because I always say to my kids or whatever, do you rather me whoop you? Because they always say, why do you always yell? Why do you always yell? Why do you always yell? And I say, do you rather me whoop you or do you rather me just yell at you? And they always say that they rather me just yell at you, but to a certain extent, you feel me? The way I yell, you feel me, could be just as damaging as a whooping. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I yelling and stuff like that, we might as well throw that one out. You get what I'm saying? You might as well throw that one out. I know that one is very hard because that's just how you're expressing yourself. This is really whatever it is that they're doing. It's making you feel this way, and this is how you react. That's why me and MzAwnee, we had a live not too long ago talking about certain ways that you can deal with that. And if a situation or something is too overwhelming for you, then you have to take a step back and then reapproach it when you have calmed down. That way you won't want to approach it yelling and stuff like that.
Yes, I agree with everything that you said. Too, as far as children, they're coming into their own. They have their own little personalities and everything. So a lot of times we're stressed and we get upset because they're kind of flexing their autonomy. And we want them to do what we want them to do. But the reality is they are their own little people. Not saying that, you should just let them get away with just acting badly or in a negative manner. But, it's better, when you say, okay, I don't like this particular behavior, it's time to set a consequence for that behavior. So you want to make them real uncomfortable for doing that particular thing. But other than that, we really have to realize that they have their own mind. So there's a fine line with letting them be themselves versus what we want them to do.
Correct. I definitely agree with that as well. Something else too that I was just thinking is shoot, I let it slip me that quick. That's crazy. Oh my God. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So and when if you think about it, when we was growing up, I'm 33 years old now. When I was a kid and everything, and when I was growing up, a whooping or something like that, you know what I mean? And yes, that actually put me in my place. You know what I mean? I actually, you know what I mean? I didn't want a whooping and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that helped me do what I needed to do. But we got to understand our kids now in the age, you feel me? Because we caught ourselves growing up on the whole, well, I don't want to whoop my kid and all of this other stuff. So that creates a different type of hard-headedness. And then if you're trying not to whoop them, you know what I mean? It's really like, okay, what the heck? But you got to understand our kids nowadays, they just want to play their games, be all on their tablets and all of this stuff. Just take it from them. Just take it from him. You know what I mean? So Philip has been, he slipped on his grades or whatever for a little second or whatever type of deal. And we told him, if you is not on the honor roll, you won't be having you will not be playing that game or nothing. He be hounding his teacher. You feel me? He is 11 years old and he hound his teacher about if he's on honor roll or not. You get what I'm saying? He don't want to lose it. He worked it out himself at this point.
Right.
He worked it out himself because he do not want to lose that game. Take that game from him. If you got a child that's playing the game, take the game, and that's punishment enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Big facts. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with the let's go with the second question.
The second question is, what is the best way to relieve stress?
What is the best way to relieve stress? Huh? A shot. No, that's not true because that only makes it worse. A shot that helps all of that.
If it relaxes you, you know, the thing about
it depends on how serious. It depends on how serious this problem is stressing you. It depends on how serious the problem is. That's at hand.
Yeah. Okay. So now the reason why we worry about, you know, people say, okay, I'm just gonna have me a drink, you know, if I'm stressed or whatever. A drink is fine. A shot is fine. Yeah. However, if it gets to a point where you're over drinking, that's where the worry comes in. But other than that, you know, if a shot is gonna get you, you know, where you can calm down and regroup, hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Type of deal. I mean, personally, you know what I'm saying? If I felt any type of stress or anything, the way that I would 9 times out of 10, I would take a shot. You know what I mean? That's just something I do. You know what I mean? I would take a shot in a heartbeat. But for the most part, like I said earlier, you know what I mean? The way that I relieve my is just to not give a damn. You know what I mean? I just
well,
I just, you know what I mean? I throw my hands up to the situation, and it's just like, why do I even care about it anymore? Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, and that it helps me though. You know what I mean? Like, because 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean? Something that is happening or whatever that's causing you to stress, you feel me? It's because you care about something. You know what I mean? It's because it's something that you're emotional about. You get what I'm saying? So if you end up not caring, you feel me? It can't bother you too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay, but you know, from other things that we can do is the best thing to do is to get active, not just sit there and, you know, worry. Connect with others, you know, become assertive. Becoming assertive, that's a big one because many times we're stressed and worried because we are not being assertive enough. And that's, you know, we allow other people to add more to our stress, you know, instead of saying, no, I can't do that, or I'm not going to be able to do that. We just say yes. And then we stress about it because we don't have time to do it. Or we're, you know, feeling pressure to do things that we don't agree with, you know, for the sake of relationship or for the sake of I don't want any conflict or whatever our reasons, you know, it all adds to the stress. So that's where becoming assertive comes in, when you can actually, try to where you can actually just say, hey, I'm this particular time, I'm not going to be able to do that.
And at the same time too, that can cause a stress on somebody to even try to make that distinction on if you want to do it or not. Because some people feel some type of way with telling someone no. And they have to remember, or they have to understand, that when someone realizes that you're uncomfortable with saying no, they're going to take advantage of that, because they know they can ask you whenever, whether you want to do it or not. They know you're going to do it. So, and that can be stressful on you too, because now that you allow someone to constantly ask you to do something and you've always done it, now you feel awkward not to do it. You get what I'm saying? Now you start like this. I mean, it all adds on as you go. And what I would like to say ever, you know what I mean, is like pretty much just take a lap. You know what I mean? Why don't you just, go take a ride or something. You know what I mean? Just what would I say? Just excuse yourself from, you know what I mean, the situation that whatever that's going on. Just take a lap. You know what I mean? Just get away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because it being right there in your face can make it worse. So, to kind of, relieve or get stress off or something like that, sometimes maybe you just need to take some time to yourself. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what other people got going on, and focus on you. You know what I mean? Take a lap or whatever and talk, you know what I mean, and hash it out with yourself, so you'll come up with the best way to go about your situation, the way that you want to go about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Type of deal.
Me time, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Me time. You know what I mean? That's what you need. That's what you need. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta kind of, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy, because being that way sometimes, though, it can come off like you're the asshole or something like that, when really it's not. It's like, no, I'm not the asshole. I'm not the asshole, you feel me? Because I value my feelings and my mental health. You know what I mean? I value that. I know that. Let's talk about what mental health.
Talk about that. Well, no, just us worrying about being the asshole. Why do we care?
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, they don't care. Why should you have to one that's got to, you know what I mean? Well, no. Once they've already showed you that they're willing to try to get something like that on you, that should go out the window. It should not matter anymore. They already proved to you that you know what I mean, that they can bring something faulty your way and don't care to bring it your way. So you might as well just don't even care. Like, you need to just disconnect yourself from that person. You know what I mean? It's not gonna hurt you none. Obviously, it's gonna hurt you more still dealing with this person or talking to this person. So you might as well just cut them off, cut it off. Like, I mean, hey, why should you care? That's the thing. Like, that's
the thing. You ain't gotta cut nobody off when you don't care. You be like,
don't care. Like,
you don't have to cut them off. They go away.
And let alone, it's like, shit, I don't care if you feel like I'm an asshole. You shouldn't have said what you said. You shouldn't have did what you did. Don't try to judge me for reacting to what you did at this point. So I don't care if I come off as an asshole. You was the asshole first. So now I guess we're just matching each other with assholeness, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. Yeah, me time. Baby said she needs to be sorry. Let's start that up there too. But yeah, okay, babe. What's up? You want to get us the next one?
What is the best way to relieve anxiety? Did you guys already kind of answer?
What is the best way to relieve anxiety? I mean, well, see, because anxiety is stressing through different things. One thing is stressing out something, and the other is being scared about something. You know, worrying and scared is two different things. So, because you could be worried about something good that's coming. I mean, and you're worried, you feel me, that it's not going to come in time. But it's not bad because it's still going to come. So, you know what I mean? But scared is like, oh, my rent is going to not be paid, my power or something is going to get cut off. I'm scared for my power to get cut off. With, you know what I mean? Like that's a whole different thing. So I think we can actually go with that still, which is the anxiety part. What could you do? You know what I'm saying, to get past your anxiety, or how would you go about, facing your anxiety? I would say you take it head on. You know what I mean? Because if it's something that you're scared of or something like that, you know what I mean, you need to face that head on. You need to go ahead and go into it and receive any outcome that comes from it. You have to go through it and see the outcome or whatever, because you could be scared of nothing. You get what I'm saying? It could be, you could be scared or feeling some type of way about something, and it's not even that. So you have to face it head on and really find out, what is it that you're scared about? What is it about this situation that's making you scared? Why are you scared of this situation? And whatever that is, or whatever, that's what you need to be looking for, walking straight towards.
Yeah. So I'm gonna piggyback on that, and if I were to say the number one way to relieve anxiety is to live your true, authentic life, meaning living life on your terms. The unfortunate thing is many of us were groomed in our childhood, because it could be parents, it could be caregivers, it could be aunts, uncles, grandparents, whatever, but nonetheless groomed in our childhood to be people pleasers, to do what makes them happy. And then we grow up, and we operate that way in life. But people pleasing is really stressful, and it definitely triggers anxiety, because you feel like you can't say no. And no it's important to be able to say no, because it definitely lessens stress and anxiety.
Let alone, especially if you've been saying yes to this person for a long time. It's like, if you really have a problem that I say no to you now, then you know what I mean? It just means, so pretty much you're telling me that all the times that I actually decided on my own volition to help you, deep down in your heart or in your mind, you was telling me I had to. So now that I'm saying no to you now, and you have a problem with that, I shouldn't have been helping you in the first place if I can't say no to you. If I can't say no to you, then you don't need to be asking me anything, because I can feel like no. So if me saying no is going to cause a problem between us, then you just shouldn't be asking me anything in the first place, because there's a chance that I will say no.
That is true. And to further talk about that, people, like, when we are yes people, people get used to that. So then if we decide, you know what, I think I'm gonna, better my life circumstances and start saying no, when I need to. And it's not that you have to say no all the time. You decipher, whether you want to do what is being asked of you or not. But when you first start saying no, people are going to get upset, because, we all want what we want. You know what I mean? And it's like, you always say, yeah, now all of a sudden you saying no, it's a problem. And it doesn't necessarily mean there's an adjustment period that needs to be had. But we got to be okay with people being upset with us sometime, because we got to say no.
Exactly.
It's like, if I got to choose about whether you're stressed out or me being stressed out, I always got to choose me not being stressed out, and let you figure out your own stress.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, you're gonna let me or want me to figure out my own. You know what I mean? You're not gonna want me to bring all of that stuff to you. So I think you should do that to me in the reverse side, and not bring too much of your personal stuff to me, because you're your own person. I'm my own person. We all deal with it different ways. You can easily, you know what I'm saying? You can easily, try to get you can easily try to get it or something of the sort. You feel me? But don't be so quick to throw your problems off onto somebody else. What is it? Oh my gosh, she's crazy, y'all. She's crazy.
I'm a yes person, but I'm learning to be like hell no. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How
So
does it
so
look, Miss Shonda Bullard? How does it feel
how does it feel to be,
to say hell no?
converting over? Yeah, how does it feel to be making your way over to the hell no side?
Right.
Type of deal. So hold on, we're gonna give Ms. Bullard a second, you feel me, to tell us how she feel about that. And then I'm gonna go on to say what I'm getting ready to say now.
Real good.
Okay. She's feeling real good. Hey, real good. How good? Real good. Real good. Okay.
Okay.
So what I was finna say. Okay. So this whole the whole being scared of something. Okay. So me growing up or whatever, you know what I mean. I live and die off experiences from me growing up. You know what I mean, type of deal. And I'm glad I paid attention to them. I'm glad certain situations was important to me because now that I apply it to myself as an adult, you know what I mean, it just feels so much better. You know what I mean, to myself to really just to be able to be like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels really, really good. I promise you. For whoever's listening or whoever come across this, trust me, it feels really good. It really do. When you can just say, I don't care. Like it feels really good. Y'all should try it sometime. Trust me, just try it a couple times. You know, if something's stressing you out or you feel something, scared about something, just tell yourself, you know what, I don't even give, you know what I mean, and see how that help you moving forward. You know what I mean?
And really adopt that, philosophy. It's like, I can only do so much. I can only do what I can do. And then beyond that, I can't care.
I mean, because we're all human. We're all human. You know what I mean? So how can someone sit up there and demand something of you? Okay, well, how could someone be asking you for something or demanding you of something that they can't even do themselves? Why are they asking you? So how can they expect you to do something that they already, okay, if you looking at me or whatever, like, oh, you got it, or no, stop, don't count my pockets because you don't know what I'm going through. I can be broke as hell. It's just how my money is managed. Okay, like don't look at what I'm doing. Okay, what I'm doing could be like, don't look at what I'm doing and try to clock or judge what you think I'm able to do. It does not work that way. You know what I mean? I have to deal with my personal life on a daily basis. I know what works for me and I know what don't work for me. I can't look at the next person and be like, oh no, that's not going to work for him. Or you know what, this will work for you. No, I can only make my suggestion, but that's as far as it goes. Right. I can't demand anything else of nobody like that. So nobody should be demanding anything of you, and you shouldn't let them demand anything of you. Right. But what I was gonna say, okay, something that when I was little or whatever, I used to get a whooping every Sunday. Okay, I used to get a whooping every single Sunday, and I'm pretty sure Chocolate, she can vouch for this. Okay, that's my older sister down there in the chat. Okay, that's my sister, right? This is my sister, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, she can vouch for this. She can vouch for this. Okay, I used to get a whooping every single Sunday. The reason I used to get every Sunday, it never failed. It was like clockwork. And the reason, look, every Sunday, okay? Yeah. Like, listen, every Sunday, okay? But the reason this was, okay, and the reason why I got this whooping every Sunday is because I made a choice to myself. I had a choice to make, okay? And I chose not to be scared of my whooping. I chose not to be scared of my whooping. I knew I was going to get a whooping. I've gotten a whooping every Sunday. At this point, you know what I mean? It didn't quite have the same effect on me. You know what I mean? It was I was counting my licks or whatever because I had had my little brother with me or whatever type of deal. Tavares. I had my little brother with me, so he would get a whooping with me every Sunday. Every Sunday we got a whooping type of deal.
You knew the consequences.
Listen, we got a whooping every Sunday. We would get a whooping together. If he got whooped before me, okay, because our whoopings was going to be even, we knew this already. However many licks he got, I was going to get the same amount of licks. You get what I'm saying? So if he got the whooping first, I'll count him. And in my head, okay, I got 15 licks, I got 20 licks that's coming, whoop, whatever. I didn't care about it. You know what I'm saying? And we used to get that whooping, and we would go straight downstairs and start laughing about it. We could have stopped ourselves getting a whooping. Only thing we had to do was go to church and be good. You knew just don't go to church and act up. Just don't. Just go to church. Do what you.
So you was acting up in church.
Say what?
You was acting up in church every Sunday?
Mom, it was to the point we was listening. They downstairs having service. We upstairs playing a full-on basketball game. Look, the man should do his service, Mom. The only thing you hear is boom, 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 boom. Because we upstairs playing basketball. You know what I mean? I didn't get into fights at church. It's when I got to church, like we would literally find or wait for the perfect moment to sneak away from Marion to go and do something stupid. Like, it was like, but we knew it was, but but pretty much what that was is I knew I was scared to get a whooping. But me being scared to get a whooping only lasted so long when I knew I was going to get a whooping every time. I knew my whooping was coming up. So, in all retrospect, you know what I mean? I stopped being scared to get the whooping. You get what I'm saying? I just wasn't scared to get the whooping anymore. So now when we go to church and all of this, I felt free to do whatever I wanted to do. And what was going to happen to me? I'm going to get a whooping when I get home. Wow. You get what I'm saying?
What about the Lord?
I faced my fears or whatever because that was the main thing that scared me. I did not want a whooping. But since I ended up getting a whooping every Sunday, you feel me? Why am I going to be scared of that now?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and like I'm telling you, like I mean, I ain't worried about it, man. I know being stressed about some stuff or actually being scared about something, it don't help your situation. It really don't.
Yeah, that's true though. So that situation, even though you was bad in the church house, in God's house.
Listen, God love it. God is a forgiving God, and He forgave me for that. You know what I mean? He forgave me for all of that. He forgave me for all of that. He know, and he loved me.
You're absolutely right.
He know I ain't mean no harm. He know I ain't mean no harm.
Okay.
Yeah, that was crazy, though. I remember I got into a fight in the church. I pushed a little dude down the stairs and everything. Man.
What?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, y'all some bad kids.
Okay, baby, what's the next question we got going?
How do you deal with anxiety when you cannot get away from what is making you anxious?
Okay. So how do you deal with anxiety when you can't get away from what's making you anxious? So pretty much it's like, I know what you should probably put that down there in the thing so I can put it up. All right, love you too, sister. You have a good night. Sleep good. And congratulations too. You feel me? We really had fun at the baby shower today. I hope you enjoyed all of your gifts and everything. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to meet her when she gets here. And congratulations again. Okay, we love you too.
All right. Yes, love you too.
Okay, so how do you say it for me again, baby?
Okay.
How do you deal with?
How do you
deal with anxiety?
Not get away from what is making you anxious.
Okay, how do you deal with anxiety when you can't get away from what's making you anxious? So that's almost like you being put in a situation to where you can't get away
Are we talking about like a job? Are we talking about like a family member? What we talking about?
Social situations, if you have social anxiety.
So let's just try to go with social anxiety. So the fact just about being around other people to begin with, just being present around other people. Huh?
That's something we just got to work on, because the reality is, we are born into community. And so we got to get used to being around people. A social anxiety, I would definitely recommend getting help with that, by a therapist. But then also, what I would say each therapist is going to try to have you do is exposure therapy, which means putting yourself in the situation that makes you anxious so you can get used to being there.
See, that goes with exactly what I was in, as far as you have to face that fear head on. You have to get out and around more people. You have to, you know what I mean? What is it? What is it about people that's making you, you know what I mean, like anxious around, or what's making you anxiety when you get around people? I mean, personally,
and that's what you talk about in therapy, but it still boils down to the exposure therapy.
Mm-hmm. Personally, you know what I mean, the way that I look at it, I mean, I'm going to be so honest right now. I'm really, 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 really starting to see people for what they are. Like, there's a lot of people out here. I mean, you have the option. Everyone have the same option to either do good or do wrong. It's more people out here choosing to do wrong. But we have to think about it this way. The reason why they're choosing to do so much wrong is because doing the wrong or being bad is a lot easier than being good and doing the positive thing. It's so much easier to do. You know what I mean? You can easily just be like, well, fuck it, I'll go. You know what I mean? You can easily go and try to steal it or take something from somebody. You feel me? But it takes a little bit more of you to actually go and work a job and all of this and make that money that you need. It's a difference. You know what I mean? Doing something bad, it's easy. You feel me? That's taking the easy route out, if you ask me. Yes, a lot of bad stuff can come your way because the energy you put into the world is the energy that the world is going to give you back. I mean, it's very dangerous, but at the same time, you feel me? To do wrong or something like that is easier. It's the easiest thing ever. And I'm just starting to realize that people is just choosing to do bad. It's just what they're choosing to do.
Yeah.
I can't change that. I can't change that. You know what I mean? I only can move around or do whatever I can do. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to look at people for what they are. Y'all are evil. It's a lot of people out here just choosing to do like messed up stuff. And why? Because
you got to remember, we're all, behaving in a way that we feel is best for us. And so, whether it be doing, bad things, taking the easy way out, for whatever reason, we think that that's the best thing. Sometimes we're taught to do that. Somewhere along the line, people give up and say, well, I tried to do good. That didn't work for me. I felt like I was more hurt when I was doing good. So now this is who I am, or whatever. However, as people dealing with just people in general, because we're not going to always be able to do what makes other people comfortable. So, just dealing with people, you have to allow people to be who they are, put your boundaries or your protections in place to protect you, and let them be who they are. That's one of the things. One of the big things, that ruins relationships is we're trying to change each other. That doesn't work.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you're in a relationship with somebody that's doing some stuff that you really don't like, you can let them know, I don't like it. If you keep it up, I'm not going to be around. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to put up with that, but then
we've discovered, or we've been kind of talking about this lately. Okay, so do that becomes this whole what they've been talking about lately or whatever? Is that a control thing? You know what I mean? When you give someone an ultimatum like that, is that you trying to threaten them to control them into doing, you know what I mean? Like, or is there a better way that you can get them to understand that this is a problem, you know what I mean, without it coming off as a threat?
Well, okay, so it really should not be a control thing, because if you tell me that you don't like, you don't like, I don't know, people that you don't like a woman that cuss. I'll just say that.
Okay.
you know, and don't cuss when you're talking to me. Well, I'm a woman that cuss a little bit, so I'm probably gonna cuss, and you
And
know
I
what I
mean, at
mean.
the same
I may try not to, but it's that's something about me. So if you really a person that don't want to be with somebody who cusses, then you have to say, I can't do that to myself.
type of deal, like I was gonna say,
Really?
oh, go ahead. So really,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say whatever. Like the way that I look at that, is if you don't talk to a female that cuss, then why are you talking to me? Because I'm obviously a female that cuss. So what are we doing here? Why are we even having this conversation? You get what I'm saying? If you don't like a woman that cuss, if you're talking to me or whatever, then it's obvious that you like me. And I happen to be a woman that cuss. So I think you got a choice to make. That's not a choice for me to make. I shouldn't have to stop talking how I've been talking for so long in my life just because you don't like a woman that cuss. Then don't talk to me because I'm a woman that cuss.
And the reality is, I'm gonna stop cussing when it serves me.
Type of deal, you know what I mean? It's like if she, you know what I mean, value that at all, or is interested in you or whatever, then maybe she would decide to stop cussing or whatever, and then the next conversation y'all have, it'll sound a lot different. But other than that, you know what I mean? You can't. I mean, you can't make her.
Saying in a relationship, saying what you cannot continue to put up with is not really trying to control that person, because it's still giving that person a choice. Either you gonna be with me or and discontinue the behavior, or you're gonna be without me, and then you can do whatever you want to do.
That's how I always thought. I don't think about it as it's a control thing. You feel me? I think about it as me telling you that I'm telling you, you know what I mean, what it is. It's not trying to control or nothing of the sort. I'm telling you what it is. I have a problem with this, and I'm going to need you to, you know what I mean, try to fix that, because this is not something that I deal with. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to control you at all. But I mean, for me as my person, this is something that is hard for me to deal with, and I don't see me dealing with that for too much longer. Now, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm willing to give you that time and that opportunity to change that, because I care about you and I do want to be with you. But at the end of the day, I'm just letting you know what it is. I don't think it's a control thing at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But as far as the question that was at hand, I think that's the best thing that you have to do. You have to get out there and be social. Because the more you become social or whatever, then the more you can actually pinpoint what it is that's causing your anxiety around the people or whatever. And once you do that, you can make your adjustments and move on from there.
And if nothing else, it's going to be practice for not giving a fuck.
Okay, because at the end of the day, there you go. You gotta just not get. I'm telling you, it works. It works. It's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Okay, so what's Oh, okay, I like that. Okay, so for a second, man, we gonna go ahead and take how many more questions do we got? We got 3 more. Okay, before we get into them 3 questions or whatever, we're gonna go ahead and let me go ahead and play a little clip or something, you know what I mean? Give y'all a little taste of, the music and stuff that I do or whatever type of deal. I would like to call this, my own personal little commercial break. You feel me?
All right.
So let me go ahead and insert my commercial break for a second. You know what I mean? Hey, we'll be right back. That's tight.
Look, I'm so motherfucking hot, lava second to me. You better come correct if you're stepping to me. I punch you in your neck and watch you struggle to breathe. Struggling all my life, so struggles embedded in my genes. Still clean, I'd rather have it no other way. Bronze bomber mentality still to this day. Mentally abused but turned out okay. Mind still trapped, so you can call me Charles Lee Ray. I don't fuck with house parties cause the kid don't play. Shot a rocket body till your soul decay. Started drinking Bacardi cause it's gluten free. Quit your stutter stepping, partner, you can't skip what I say. I'm a nuisance, I'm a problem, but you can never tell. Been thinking like I'm Lucifer, but that's locked up as well. Life is Mick Foley, truly hell in a cell. Well, my life's the book of Eli, you can call me Denzel. I'm not evil, just talking me, not talking about my people. If I am Austin Powers, you can call him Dr. Evil. Knowing life is in it, knowing there is not a sequel. No, I can't let it go, I'm sorry, I gotta get equal. Working on my style for a while now.
I think I finally got it down, I'm finna clown now.
I've been working on my style for a while now.
I think I finally got it down, I'm finna clown now.
I've been working on my style for a while now. I think I got it down, I think I got it now. I've been working on my style for a while now. I think I got it down, I think I got it
now.
I'm rocking with my cock out, don't be scared to show yours. Go and show us your nuts, you show your ass around whores. With this jab, I'm feeling clutch your ass, beat the fault is yours. Watch your mouth in public, bitch, this ain't behind closed doors. Never been the sucker, nah, cause they ain't got my flavor. Never turn my back on y'all, know I ain't no trader. Never fake the funk and never shit worth faking. Like a man who claim he Muslim, but he still leave bay. Can I personally ask for a standing ovation? Is all I ask. I've been grinding all day, working hard on my style till my mind was broke. Sticks and stones break bones, but his words we quote. Okay, my style dies lean, I got flame, who got fire? I'm a motherfucking king, so I get what I desire. You would never have a queen, you a lame plus a liar. Plus they couldn't fix your brain even if you had MacGyver. Check out my entire attire, you probably get tired. I think a Red Bull is fully required. I got the eye of the tiger, the heart of a lion, the hunger of a hyena, speed of a cheetah, to beat a nigga when he thinking he cheated. When he stepped to the plate, hit him with a curve, y'all should have seen his face. Trying to sell me a bird, I'm like, no, I'm straight. Don't fuck with 6ix9ines under laws of Jake.
Hey, you feel me? Hey, look, little insertion real quick. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What you think? What you think of the commercial?
I think it's cool. I was over here gigging.
Okay, that's what's up. I think that is so dope. And I can be able to do that now. You know what I mean? Shout out to my manager. Shout out to the manager. Okay. Cool. All right. So before we get into our other 3 questions that we got, type of deal, if there's anybody in there, I see we got a couple people here right now. If y'all got a question or something that y'all want to ask, go ahead and put it up there. I see we got Charles Mack, you feel me? Mac the producer, Mac Beats, you know what I mean? Captain the High Side Nation, you know what I mean? We rocking with you, big dog. Let me see. Okay, so real quick, you know what I mean? I have a show that's coming up. What is it? August 26th. Look, we'll do it just like this. You know what I mean? I got a show coming up August 26th with Young Dro in Sacramento. You feel me? On the Y venue. It's gonna be, you know what I mean? Me and my group, you know, come out there, you know, and chill with us, hang out with Dro. You know what I'm saying? All work, no play. You know what I mean? We got some nice music coming for y'all out there in Sacramento, August 26th. I got tickets and stuff like that. You know, they are going. So I got a couple left. If you're interested, DM me, you know what I mean? And I can get you a ticket so y'all can come in, you know what I mean? And come join us at the show or whatever. We plan on having fun. So I hope y'all can, you know, make it out and come and enjoy this night with us. You feel me? August 26th. Y'all see it right here on the screen. Tap in with me, you know, DM me if you're interested in tickets.
Sounds good.
Okay. Another thing that I want to also add, or I want to talk to y'all about or whatever, you know what I mean? And that is my website. I have a new website or whatever, phillyblack.info. You know, I would like to, you know, put artists and stuff on there, up and coming artists that's already doing their thing. It really don't matter. I am willing to advertise for y'all anyway. I will be glad to do it. So if you want some advertisement or want, your stuff on an actual official website, you know what I mean, please DM me as well, you know what I mean, and I can help you, and you can send me your info, and I can get your stuff posted onto this website type of deal. So once again, it's phillyblack.info. You can go and check it out, you know what I mean, and see what's on there and see if you like it or whatever, and see if you want some of your stuff or your business promotion and stuff on that page. Type of deal. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and we'll talk about our other questions that we got.
Questions.
We'll go with our other question. You want to go ahead and give me the question?
How do you explain to people they are adding to your stress?
How do you explain to people that they're adding to your stress? How do you explain to somebody like, look, man, you're stressing me out? What's the best way to go about it? I think that is right there. That's clear cut as can be.
Just
right
like
there.
that.
Just like that. Look, you listen, you stressing me out. You know what I mean? This is becoming a problem. You know what I mean? Of how this is transpiring or how this is coming off. It's, you know what I mean? It's literally stressing me out. The best way to tell them is to just tell them. Let them know. They won't know. Yeah, they won't know that they're stressing you out if you don't tell them, or they don't care.
Well, so, you got to remember that you are in charge of what you're allowing to stress you too. So yeah, you can tell people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to change anything.
Right.
But you can say, you know, you can disconnect and you know, say, hey, I'm stressed out. I'm going dark for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And you could take steps to make sure they cannot do that.
I mean, at the end of the day, too, you know what I mean. If you tell somebody that they're stressing you out, you know what I mean. I think that it's only right that they respect that. You know what I mean? It's like if you tell somebody that they're stressing you out, yeah. If you tell somebody they're stressing you out and they don't do anything or whatever, you know what I mean, to accommodate that or at least try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why? You know what I mean? You shouldn't even really want to deal with that person like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a choice that you really gotta, you know, have with yourself and everything, and you with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, do this person enjoy stressing me out? Because if you do, then you don't need to be around. You know what I mean? Like, why are you? I'm telling you that you're stressing me out.
Nobody's gonna admit that.
But at least you put it out there, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's something else that we talked about on one of our previous talks too. You feel me? You have to put it out there. Once you lay it on the table,
definitely have to put it out there. But that's part of being assertive as well. So
you have to put it out there.
If you stay quiet, people they're not gonna know, or they're gonna pretend like they don't know.
Type of deal. And I mean, the more if they gonna pretend like they don't know and they're constantly stressing you out, you feel me? Then I think it's time, you know what I mean, that you should start trying to think or determine if you want that person around or not. You know what I mean? You put the problem on the table, or you know what I mean, you put it out there. Now it's up to them on what they do with it.
That's right.
All right, we got what's another one? That seemed like we talked about that kind of quick, huh? Do we want to go in?
Well, yeah, that one was pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
though.
Pretty clear cut though. You feel me? You just got to put it on the table.
That's it.
Be there for somebody who is suffering from anxiety.
How could you be there for someone that is suffering from anxiety? Okay, and we already came to the conclusion, or you know what I mean? We're already in the understanding that anxiety is fear. So when someone is scared of something, or when someone is fearful of something, how can you help? How would you go about helping them out, Mom?
How I would do it is remind them that they don't have to make the choices they're currently making. Many times we allow ourselves to be pressured into things because we're afraid that if we say no, that person's gonna stop talking to us. Sometimes we gotta gamble a little bit. People who really care about us will accept our no. So I would say that anyone can lessen their anxiety by not worrying about how others are going to react to it, to you making decisions that are beneficial for you. If you don't protect you, who's going to protect you?
Mm-hmm. That is 100%. That's 100%. And but I mean the way that I would, you know what I mean, try to go about it or whatever is, I mean, pretty much what you said. You know what I mean. You gotta. It's the decisions that you make it. You have to. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention to the steps that you're taking. That's leading you to this anxiety place of yours, to where you're feeling scared or fearful of something. What are you doing that's leading you that way? Why are you having to go that way? Why are you know what I mean? Like, you really just gotta watch the decisions that you're making. You feel me? Your decisions that you make. It might not seem like a big decision at the time, but small decisions can lead to big outcomes later on. So you really got to think about what you're doing.
That's so true.
Yeah,
So
most
true.
definitely. Most definitely. So pretty much I would just encourage, you know what I mean, for people just to pretty much kind of watch the decisions that they're making. And if I can, you know what I mean, I would try to suggest, a better, or like a certain way that you can do something depending on your situation. I would definitely suggest, a way for you to go about something. And with that being said, either you can take what I'm saying or you can ignore it, you know what I mean, and deal with the situation on your own, or you could try to apply what I just tried to help you with, you know what I mean. But at that point, I only can help you with it so much because I can't do it for you.
Right. Right. I agree.
Okay, okay. Look. These last questions, you feel me? They did boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
'cause
Look.
we were in depth in those beginning questions. So
Okay, type of deal. These ones right here. These are some more straightforward, straight. You know what I mean? These some simple ones. Actually, you know what I
yeah.
mean. You don't have to do much or whatever to be adjusted to these. The last two questions that we just had. The last two questions or whatever was pretty straight cut forward. Okay,
Yeah.
what's the last one looking like?
Okay. Book recommendations on stress and anxiety.
Oh, book recommendations. Okay, so for starters, I'm just going. You feel me? I'm gonna pass this one. You know what I mean? Hold on, wait. I gotta go this way. Yeah, I'm gonna pass that. You know what I mean? On because I'm not a big reader. You know what I mean? To be so honest, you know what I mean. Once I see so much to read, I already just tap out of it. Like, I don't want to read all of that. I really don't like to read. I can read, but I really do hate reading. You know what I mean? So I try to go off a lot of personal type of things, which me not giving a fuck helps a lot. But go ahead. But go
Okay.
ahead.
So I guess that one's pushed to me. Now, one thing that's pretty awesome is, even when you don't want to take the time to read, a lot of books are on audio now. And you can listen to books. I mean, you feel like you read it afterwards. You can listen to books, while you're um doing housework, while you're taking a shower, while you're driving, to
Now
and
I'll do
from.
that. I'll listen to an audiobook most definitely.
Yeah, you can listen to books nowadays, and I want to say the few books that I have listed are on audiobooks. I know at least two of them are. So when you one thing that you kept saying during this conversation is not giving a fuck.
I don't.
Actually, one of the book recommendations that I would say, it is actually called the Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Cool.
And that book
I should have
is
wrote that book.
so you
I
should
should
have
have wrote
wrote it.
that book. I should, man. Somebody stole my idea.
Yeah. Right now, I can't think of the author. I would have to look it up. But another book to really, like, get you to a point where you are living your own life and being more assertive is called Boundaries. And then it's When to Say Yes and How to Say No. Take Control of Your Life. And that is by Doctors Henry Cloud and John Townsend. That's a very powerful book to regain your own life, which a lot of us unfortunately need. If you want to, like, zone in specifically on anxiety, there's a book called The Anxiety Workbook, and it's a 7-week plan to overcome anxiety, stop worrying, and end panic. and the author's name is, and I already know I'm gonna butcher it because it's kind of difficult, but it's Arlen Kuncic.
Okay.
Cuncic, however that is pronounced. But it is a good and powerful book. It's one of the books that I work with my anxiety
You know
clients.
what you can do, Mom? Try typing it into the chat over there. The name. Type the name into
You
the chat, and then we can pull the name up. So
you
whenever
would. Okay, so let me see. How do I engage in the chat? I can see the chat, but I
you
don't
can't
see.
you can't click down there. You can't write nothing down there all the way at the bottom of the chat.
No, I can just do a private chat, but it's not giving me the option to add to the chat. So we have a few technical things we got to work
Okay,
on.
well I can do this. I can do this for them.
Want me to privately chat it?
How about you put it on there, and then I'll pull your comment up there, so they can see
Okay,
the
so
name of the
this
book.
is what I can do really quick. I think I can privately chat it to you, and then you can broadcast it.
The first one was The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
The second one was Boundaries.
Boundaries.
Boundaries, yeah.
Subtle. Subtle.
The settle. Okay, hold on, wait. Well, let's take that down while I don't look right, so we don't. Let's take it down. Okay, hold on, wait. Oh no, Mom, I won't be able to. I won't be able to. Oh shoot. Yeah, I won't be able to put it up there.
Why not?
Cause I only could just chat back with you. It won't allow me to put this up there.
Can you copy it and put it in the chat?
No. I said if I could, I don't know how.
The second one is just called Boundaries, period.
The second one is called Boundaries.
That's the main title of the book. It's by Dr. Henry Cloud and John Townsend.
Hold on, wait. You misspelled that again down there. The stubble?
No, subtle.
Yeah, that's right.
Subtle. Yeah.
Subtle?
My swipe messed it up the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Subtle.
Look, that shit just looked crazy to me. Look, hold on, what?
Yeah.
Hey, look, what?
That's
why I ain't reading them now. Look, see?
That's one of those words with extra letters.
Okay.
What's the third one?
Okay, and then what's the third one we got, Mom?
The third one is the Anxiety Workbook, a 7-week plan to overcome anxiety.
Okay, and then I'll cycle through these a couple times so y'all can really get the names or whatever other books and stuff like that if y'all interested at all of going to read them. But yep, there's the 3 books for you. So the subtle or whatever art of not giving a fuck. I mean, I guess to be honest, I just got to give a fuck, not give a fuck that I don't know how to say that word like that. I mean, shit. I gotta start right now not giving a fuck that I don't know how to say that word.
Right.
Type of deal. Okay, so all right, so yeah, okay, that was the book recommendations, type of deal. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's give Mom some more promotion again. Let's let the people see, Mom's business tag. Let's let them, look at some Anna Mitchellness, mental wellness group or club. It is, huh, Mom? Mental Wellness Club. What happened? They hated on you with the whole group thing, huh?
No.
It was always club. Oh, okay. I like how you sharpened that logo up, Mom. That looks nice.
Cool. I appreciate your help with it too.
Yeah, no problem. I like how you got it to where it's like it's folding, like it's all just folded up, going around and stuff. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to pull that down so they can really see her whole thing. Type of deal. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about this show coming up. I'm trying to I've been trying to get my brother or whatever to do this show with me, but I ain't really been able to get too much solid contact with him.
That would be
So
cool.
I'm thinking that I'm just gonna have to go ahead and do my I'm gonna have to just go ahead and just take a different approach on it and just do some different songs or whatever. Or man, I can also see if I can get Mac. Mac, if you're still in the chat down there. Mac, is you still here, big dog? Is you still in there? If you say something to me real quick, big dog. Cause I can try to get him or whatever to actually make me a mix to where he can put a couple of my verses and blend them together to where I can still use my verses or whatever that my brother would be on. But if he's not going to be there, then I can just have him cut his verses or something like that. You feel me? To blend it with my verses. So I still be able to do exactly what I want to do. Type of deal. What's going down, Jessica? Long time no see. Long time. But yeah. I can't wait to do the show or whatever with Joe. I think that's pretty. I think that's going to be pretty dope. You know what I mean? Y'all also y'all can go check me out. My YouTube page, Philly Black 209. You know what I'm saying? I got videos up there. I got lives and stuff on there. That's where you can catch the playbacks on the lives. I post my shows and stuff up there, music videos, just music in general. Go over there and check me out. Like, subscribe, comment. You know what I mean? Hate, comment, all of that. I accept it all. You know what I mean? I don't care if you feel some type of way. You can say whatever you want to. It won't hurt me.
Okay.
Okay. Have at go over there, check me out. You know what I'm saying? And leave your feedback. Tell me, is it something that I should, focus more into? Is it something that I should give up? Should I, what I mean, go back to my day job and just enjoy my time there? Or what? Let me know. Let me know. You feel me? I'm down for all of it. So for a lot of people or whatever, you know what I mean? If you enjoyed our conversation today on stress and anxiety type of deal, we will be throwing up another poll. We'll come up with some other topics this time. And I'm guessing since stress and anxiety or whatever made it this time, so what we'll do is we can probably just take stress and anxiety off the list and add something new to the list so they can, pick, because I'm pretty sure like the people that wanted to talk about other things, but stress and anxiety just made it, we can still give them an opportunity for that one to be a conversation coming up with our next live or something like that. So just because it didn't get chose this time, don't mean that we you know what I mean, are going to ignore that list or whatever from here on out. No, but we'll still, include them topics in the list. So there's still a chance that we can talk about what you wanted to hear about.
Another thing I want to add is, even though we may not do stress and anxiety next time, if people want us to revisit that and they have specific questions, just shoot the questions over and we can actually deal with them as
Type of
well.
deal.
If we get enough, we can revisit the stress and anxiety.
Right. Another thing too, you know what I mean? Y'all can also DM me topics or subjects or something like that. And then we can get that topic and subject into the rotation of letting people vote on that as well. So, you know what I mean? You might see something, or it might be a list up there and you might not be interested in none of it, but you can, you know what I mean, DM me or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you can put a suggestion out there and we'll get your suggestion on the list to let everyone try to pick and choose on that one as well. So, I mean, all is going to be available type of deal where we're not going to try to shy away from anything. I mean, we don't want to act like we know everything, because I definitely know I don't know everything, but I will
Just
come on here. Right. It's just a conversation. You know what I mean? We're just helping y'all, you know what I mean? Just telling y'all or talking about it with y'all, how we go about it or how we think about it or what we think is the best way. to handle these type of situations, just to try to help people out. You know what I mean? And let some people know out there, whatever, that it is someone you can talk to. You know what I mean? We all understand that it's problems and stuff like that we all go through. We know we're not perfect. You know what I mean? And you just don't have to be scared to talk about it or nothing like that of the sort. You know what I mean? This is a friendly channel. This is a conversation where we all can come in here and talk like adults. So, you know what I mean? Feel free to tune in and join in as you please. You know what I mean? Type of deal. Please share or, you know, suggest this page and channel and everything to somebody else, someone that you think would need to hear this type of stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? Just, you know, check us out. You know what I mean? Stay tuned or whatever, because we got a lot coming your way.
All right.
All right. So as we at the brink of ending this live now, Mother?
I believe so.
All right. So if we gonna do that, you hear me? I'm gonna have to hit them one more time. All
right.
All right, but I actually, this my last little, this the last one I do. You know what I mean? I throw this one up for y'all, then we'll come back and we'll exit out. Okay, Mom?
All right.
Okay, the mirror never lie, you gotta look a bit closer. Ask yourself all the questions you know and that will expose you. Can't answer yourself, then you ain't doing what you're supposed to. Find hope, cause it might be too late if it approach you. I'm doing me and only need to acknowledge myself and never work. So go and put your hate on the shelf. I ask myself, what's worse, ass whooping on me bitching up? Never been a sucker, crazy K, I don't give a fuck. I don't gangbang, mine already made up. Do I really gotta join the gang or is it all love? Grew up in a project, but it ain't all hood. If you too thug to respect that nigga, it's all good. I don't really care what you think about me. What you think about me, I don't give a damn. See, I don't really know what you know about me, but what you need to know about me is I know who I am. Who are you?
That's dope. I think that's dope. And it just goes so perfect with what we're talking about. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn what you think about me. Man, I mean,
haven't we been talking about that all day?
All day, you know what I mean? All day. I really don't care, you know what I mean? Because it's not your opinion of me that matters. It's my opinion of me.
Yes.
It's what matters. You get what I'm saying? So I just hope, you know what I mean? I hope a lot of y'all, you know what I mean, learn how to be more honest and true with yourselves and stop trying to be, you know, something else. That stop trying to be what people expect you to be and just be who you're going to be.
That's right.
Type of deal. So with that, you know what I mean? I'll go ahead. Mom, you want to make a closing statement?
I'll just say, you know, think about how think about think about how you can change, you know, your life to live your truth. Period.
Big facts. Big facts. Yes. All right. So it was excellent being here with y'all. You know what I mean? I hope y'all learned something from it. I hope it's something that y'all can take from it and add to your everyday lives or something of the sort. I just want to say, you know what I mean, before we leave here, I just want everybody to go out, you know what I mean, and try to be positive, stay positive, think positive, you know, manifest positivity into your life. Stop, you know what I mean, trying to please everybody else. Just make sure yourself is happy. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about what other people think of you, because what you think of you is most important. So, you know, and then also you have to think as well, you feel me? If you think low of yourself, you can't expect other people to think highly of you if you're already thinking low of yourself. So just
yeah.
With this whole stress and anxiety conversation today, I think I'll just end it by saying, start working on, you know, your happiness. Start work towards your happiness or whatever, and just, you know, try not to beat yourself up so much of stress and being anxiety, you know what I mean? Well, and being anxious for stuff, because it's something that none of us can help. We all have it. We all go through it. You know what I mean? Even though I, like the whole time through this live or whatever, I've been saying that I don't give a fuck. I mean, yes, but we all understood, or we also said, what, before I get to I don't give a fuck, I have went through stress or anxiety before I even decided to think I don't give a fuck. We all go
Right.
through it. We're all going to have it. You get what I'm saying? So just y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all just love yourselves, you know what I mean? And really just, you know, try to stay positive and move forward with your head high.
That's right. Okay.
All right, Mom. Thank you so much for joining in. You know what I mean? I always enjoy it. I can't wait to the next one.
All right. Good night, y'all.
All right, y'all. All right, Mom. All right, y'all. Y'all stay up.